These days, I feel like I'm watching film and football.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good answer there. That makes Bears fans happy. Yeah. Darnell, congratulations and welcome to Bears Nation.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here. Just very happy to be here, man. Appreciate you.
Tell us what the last 24 hours has been like for you.
Man, I feel like I've been waiting for this moment you get ready, you're done with the combine and all that. I've been waiting. I've been trying to go to sleep just so I can wake up and be closer to the draft day, you know what I mean? But this last 24 hours has been still a little bit of shock right now. I'm just going, I'm just here. You really can't believe it, but I'm happy. I'm really just ecstatic to be here.
Darnell, you know how we are. We're always mocking who the Bears are going to take. Will this guy go to the Bears? Will this guy go to the Bears? Where were you mocking yourself? Where did you think before the draft started, when you woke up yesterday, where did you think you were going to end up?
I really had no clue. I actually wanted to be here. That's where, I wouldn't necessarily say I was mocking myself to go anywhere, but I was thinking to myself, if there's a place that I could want to go, this is probably the place to go. So I'm very lucky in this case. I don't know. I'm being real. This is actually the place I wanted to go. So.
Yeah, Darnell, did you feel like you had a vibe with the Bears, whether it was working with Luke Getsy and the Bears staff at the Senior Bowl or when Ryan Poles and Chris Morgan come to Knoxville to work you out? Did you feel like there was something there from them?
Yeah, most definitely. Like you said, Getsy, he's at the Senior Bowl, and he's a coach of our team, on my team, and talking to him every day, I didn't, not at the time I'm thinking he's going to be my new coach, but I vibed with him. I came here on a 30 visit, and vibed with Coach Simo. We talked for hours, and then he came and worked me out, and then little did I know, actually, Coach Poles was in one of my meetings behind me, just watching, at the Senior Bowl, and I don't know. I feel like it's just been a full circle moment right now.
Did they have you do any throwing of the darts or any putt-putt golf?
I'm thinking that I did the darts, but the combine interviews go so fast, and you're trying speed dating. It's like, man, some of those interviews you don't even really remember, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like I'm moving one to the next,
Let me play you something for you as we're talking to Darnell Wright, the Bears' first-round pick. And this is Louis Riddick. So Louis Riddick, of course, is a former front office guy. He is awesome at what he does for ESPN. He was on the draft coverage yesterday on ESPN. We had him on a week ago yesterday, and you'll hear me ask him the question on who he thinks the Bears should draft at number 9. Take a listen to this. What would you do? So you're going to be on the coverage. You know the Bears have the 9th overall pick. A lot depends on what happens in front of them. Darnell Wright from Tennessee.
That's what I think. It's already done. That's what I would do. Look, let me tell you this, Sylvie. I think he can end up being the best player in this draft, regardless of position. He's a freaking animal.
So 2 questions. Can you be the best player in the draft, and are you an animal?
Well, I'm not an animal. I'm a human. But I think I haven't even scratched the surface of what I can become. And getting with Coach Simo and getting around the players that are already in the building here, I think it's I'm just going to continue to get better. And he must be either a good guess or he sees something that's there. So,
Darnell, are you most comfortable at playing right tackle?
I played right tackle. I played left tackle mostly, as far as spring ball goes and stuff, training in spring, and then I came in and played right because we needed a right tackle. So I don't know if necessarily being as comfortable at right would be the right word. It's just what I've been doing lately. So I don't know. Whatever I need to do.
I believe Will Anderson said you were the best player he faced this past year. Getting a compliment from your coach or getting a compliment from somebody else is always meaningful, but getting one from an opponent is really high praise. What do you think when you hear someone like Will Anderson say you were the best tackle he played against all year?
I think it speaks volumes to the type of player he is. To admit something that a lot of players don't want to say. You don't never want to say somebody was the best player you faced because you don't want to think anybody was really good at all. You want to dominate your opponent, and I'm happy that he said that about me, and I think, like you said, it feels so much better coming from somebody. Because, you're laying it on the line, and you can have a coach say it, and you have the media person, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But when it's the person you're going against where it really counts, it's all the more.
It's more important. I get it, totally. And I thought it was high praise from a player like Will Anderson as well. No question.
Yeah.
Darnell Wright joining us. It's Waddle and Sylvia on ESPN 1000. Did any current players from the Bears text you after you were drafted?
Yeah. A lot of players reached out to me. Braxton reached out to me. Justin reached out to me. Center, Whitehair.
Cody Whitehair. Yeah.
Cody. They just all reached out to me, happy to get me here, and it's all a family. We're all trying to chase one goal together. You know what I mean? And whatever that is, we'll find that out. I'm here to help, whatever I can do. You know what I mean?
Darnell, how much do you know about the Bears and the organization? And growing up as a kid, who were you a fan of? What team?
Yeah, growing up, I didn't watch much football. I was more so into cartoons and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
But I would, because I'm from West Virginia, so we don't really have a team. So I was really a bandwagon. So I was just waiting on whatever team was good at the time. You know what I mean? But I've learned some of the history. The history of the Bears. You could probably attribute them for popularizing football to the across in America. So I don't know. There's some stuff I know about it, but you never really get to really dive into the culture until you really get there, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Did you say cartoons? Is that what you said? You grew up watching cartoons?
Well,
give me some. Give us some. We all did. Nothing wrong with that. That's we still watch cartoons. Give us some.
I don't know how far y'all guys go back, you know what I mean? But I'm just a SpongeBob guy.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of Adventure Time. If you don't know about that. Don't even act like you do.
No. What was that again?
Adventure Time.
Let me Google that one.
Yeah.
Whatever was on Cartoon Network, that's all I was doing.
That's your thing, yeah. What are you watching these days?
These days, I feel like all I'm watching is film and football.
That's good. That's a good answer there. That makes Bears fans happy.
Yeah, college football is a job. I get that, but now it becomes really a job. So it'll be cool. It'll be fun. There's no doubt about it.
Do you know anything about our city, Darnell? Have you been to Chicago, and what do you know about the city?
The culture is straight. It has a incredible football culture. You talk about the tradition here. It's almost a little bit similar, not to, it's a much bigger city than Knoxville, but you think about what these guys like. It's football, and I don't know. I'm just happy to get in that culture. And I heard you guys have some good pizza too. So
of course. Hey, you play in the most difficult conference in all of college football in the SEC. Do you believe?
Hold on. Can you say that one more time?
I said you played in the most talented and difficult conference in college football.
Yeah.
So my thought is that prepares you for the step into the NFL, maybe more so than somebody who didn't play in the SEC. Would you agree with that?
I think it definitely gives you a competitive edge. You're going to find good players all over college football, no doubt, but just day in and day out, yeah, definitely SEC is where it's at.
Yeah. Is that that is something that you're very prideful of, is playing in that SEC?
That's why I think that I chose, to play at a school like Tennessee in the first place. I wanted to go. You never really know what you're getting yourself into, but you hear about SEC being like the best conference with the best players going against, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to develop myself in that, I wanted to be one of the best players. I want to be talked about as one of the best players as well. So if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So that's where the best we're at.
We were joking when the story came out in early April about you DMing that guy in Cincinnati. I sort of liked that. Did you learn anything from that? And should I keep my DMs open after this interview?
No, I mean, you live and you learn with stuff like that. You know, to me, I just consider myself such a competitive person, and you know, I see those guys as just being people just like me. So it's almost like you just want to. It's like a little argument you want to have with them, but you just got to realize, like, you know, you can't say stuff. You know, I just got to kind of watch my mouth sometimes, and it definitely wasn't a good thing to say, but it was a learning opportunity for me, for sure.
Do you have that switch? Like, we know so many former Bears who are offensive linemen who sound like you, who sound like you're talking about SpongeBob, and you know, you sound calm and cool and talking about cartoons. But man, you say something to them, and there's a switch. Or you get on that field, and like Lewis said, you're an animal when you get on that field, or you got that nasty. What is that switch? You got that switch?
Yeah. I mean, I think that switch is in there in every offensive lineman, especially me. I know it's hard. Sometimes you don't want to flip that switch, and I flip that switch in the wrong way sometimes. And that right there was probably somewhere you don't want to flip that switch. But you know, we'll keep that for when it's game day time.
What's the if you had to kind of put your finger on what emotion that you're feeling at this moment right now? Is it pride? Is it, you know, enthusiasm? What is it? How would you describe how you feel about what has transpired over the last 24 hours?
I mean, it's just excitement, and I don't know, just there's a bit of relief just that this whole process is over, and I can start getting back to football and doing something I really love. Instead of, like, you know, running around in spandex for the combine, and, you know what I mean? It just, I don't know, I feel really good, and I'm happy. I don't know, I'm just really excited. I couldn't be any happier, really.
Yeah, I mean, this town, when you win, Darnell, there's nothing like it. I'm telling you. You remember this, that Waddle and Sylvie told you the day after you were drafted, you protect Justin, you guys win. And, like, you've seen it at Tennessee, but there is nothing like it if you win here in Chicago. And people are starved. It's been since 1985. And Richard Dent, who went to school in Tennessee, but Willie Galt went to Tennessee. There is nothing like it. So you will love it here. Take it from us.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to do whatever it takes. You know what I mean? To just, we'll be back.
We will hold you to that.
Yes.
It was great to get to know you. We hope we can do it again. All the best to you, and congratulations.
Congratulations, yes. First and foremost.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yep. There you go. There's Darnell Wright.